Right, welcome back. It's 13:11 on a lovely Friday afternoon here on the Isle of Man. We're moments away from the start of the senior Manx Grand Prix. It's the big one, as we say every time. And I don't think it's been as competitive for a number of years now.
No, not for a while now. It's I've got to say we've had fantastically close racing in with the junior, both the lightweight races and the ultra lightweight really for the placings. And so just looking at the weather now, it's a bit of a light breeze. Andy Farrell said it was a bit windy on the mountain, but I don't think it's really going to upset them that much. I think, talking to Andy after the race, he said he was a bit unsettled on the first two laps, so maybe he was looking for things and his times probably weren't quite what he thought they'd be. But once he settled down, he obviously just clinched the win, but it was only really, he smoothed himself on the last lap, didn't he?
Well, we're definitely in Tommy Club territory now, aren't we? I think it's going to have to get to that point for someone to be an outright winner. They're going to have to go above and beyond the Call of Duty.
I think there's two or three of them in contention for that, without a shadow of doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, the junior, they were knocking on the door, weren't they?
Well, you've got to say, Matt Stevenson, who crashed out of the lead, he is the one to beat, but, you know, he crashed, he said he had bent forks. Everything sort of gets knocked out of kilter, doesn't it? You get new niggles and you're not really sure if the bike's running 100%.
It'll take one lap, I should think, and then he'll get his head into gear.
Yeah.
He will be worried about it at the start of the race.
Yeah.
Did they quite mend the bike correctly? Did they do this? Did I check this? Did I check that? And then, I mean, to throw away, that was a considerable lead, really. It's one of the biggest leads we've had, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think it was about 60 seconed on.
Yeah.
Lap 2, was it? He put it away.
Yeah, lap 2. He hit the bail, should we say?
He stacked it. Yeah. Binned it.
But yeah, I think if he holds himself together, he's obviously a contender. And
absolutely.
James Chalk, obviously, he's going to be up there.
I'm going to have to ask him about that barnet that he's got going on. We haven't seen a mullet for a few years.
No.
He used to rock one of them.
Well, I never had a mullet. I used to have more of a Jimi Hendrix fuzz look.
No.
I did, yeah.
There we go.
There are photos somewhere.
Trying to fit that in the small helmet.
But the photos are actually sepia, not black and white.
Right, well, we're in full colour now, full colour mode.
Great.
Let's go have a word with some of the riders. Andy Lovett, he's been coming around a few years. Give him a word.
Hello. Andy, here we are. Come on.
No,
you're live on
no,
Look, you're on live on TV.
No.
We were just. It's only a quick little bit.
Okay.
You've been coming here for a few years. Have you known a meeting ever like this where the practice has been so disrupted, and then you arrive on race day and it's the best weather of the last 2 or 3 weeks?
A few years ago it did the same, but it is what it is, isn't it? You know?
Us older people, we sort of get to accept it, as it were.
That's true.
I mean, some of these young guys must have gone through hell, really.
That's the shame, the newcomers, really. Yeah, but sometimes, you know, it's probably a good thing. You know, and it calms them down a bit. I think, you know, and it can work as well. You know.
Yeah, I think. I mean, the man with the hardest job of all, I think we all agree, is Gary Thompson.
That's true. Yeah, it's a shame for him, really.
Well, he's made a fantastic job out of what could have been a complete pig's ear, hasn't he?
That's true. That's true. You've got to take your hat off to him. Yeah, top bloke.
And best of luck this afternoon for you, and have fun. That's all it's about, as you know.
Definitely. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Andy.
Attention paddock.
Right, well,
the third race signal for the
we're just getting the announcement of the cargo course. We'll just let
senior race will start in 15 minutes. Can we have bike numbers 1 to 20 to the start line, please?
Right,
bike numbers 1 to 20 to the
actually
start line.
like to have a
Thank you.
word with Nathan Harrison if we could. So we'll just go down this way. We've got plenty of time. Nathan Harrison, we must remember, was leading the newcomers race by a healthy margin of about 30.5 seconds, and actually, like James Chalk today, unfortunately retired out of the race. I noticed on the starting list he's one of only 3 or 4 newcomers in this race, because they all competed on the junior on Wednesday. Remember, they can only do 2.
Yeah.
I'll just grab a quick word with Nathan if we can.
I've got to say, Nathan has come through hell and back to actually to be walking around, to be honest.
Nathan, disappointment what seems like many moons ago now, but today's a new day and we go again.
That's it. Just do 4 laps now and see how it goes. Swing 4 good laps together and I'll be happy. I think get a finish.
What happened in the newcomers?
Just come out of a Garrow and the engine blew up and nothing I could do really. Looked behind, there's a big cloud of smoke and that was it. Game over.
Stuck a new one in for this race?
Well, my brother's engine from the TT. It's not new, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully shields together for 4 laps and, like you say, get that result and come away with something.
Good luck, mate. We'll see you at the end.
Yes, thank you.
Good luck, mate. Right,
Good stuff.
Excellent stuff.
The man there with white hair, Hector O'Neill, a legend, owner of Tyco.
Right, we need a bit of a chalky. I wonder how he's going to be feeling. Let's go a bit further down.
Can we have flight numbers 21 to 40, please?
Excuse me.
40 to the start.
Stephen, you're rocking a fast-looking Barnet. Are you going to be equally as fast today?
Hopefully, fresh trim, hopefully do. Yeah, hopefully we do alright today.
So, you had a podium in the junior.
Yeah.
Hoping to go one, maybe two steps better?
I don't know, I'll be more than happy on the podium again. Again, top 5. Yeah, that's all I'm looking for really, so should be alright, see how she goes. Perfect weather, so yeah. Not like last time when first lap was a bit, don't know quite what to do, but...
All the newcomers race last year when it was basically you needed headlights on the front of the bike.
Yeah, not like that, it's perfect today, isn't it? So yeah, just go, yeah. See what we can do from the start and go for it, I think.
Enjoy yourself and good luck.
Cheers mate, spot on.
Good luck, mate.
Thank you.
Right. Grab over with Dave while he's here.
Hi Dave,
All right, Chris.
back on the grid again.
Yeah.
Looking forward to another 4 laps.
Yeah, can't wait now.
Yeah.
It's the end of the week. Good, fast, safe 4 laps now.
What happened in the junior? Because you seem to be up there and then you sort of drop back in the later stages.
Yeah, I come into the pits and then obviously the bike was fine for the first 2 laps, and then as soon as I left the pit lane, it was cutting out on the high-end revs and just wouldn't pull anywhere. So I just brought it home. I thought about pulling over and I went, no, I need to finish. And then I just brought it home and yeah, see how we go with this one.
Yeah, we just wondered because we'd seen you were up there, so
Yeah.
you had a nice 4 laps practice now this morning.
Yeah. A nice, nice calm, slow 4 laps. You know what I mean?
Best of luck tonight.
Cheers, thank you.
All the best.
Head towards the Governor's Dip end of Glencutshire Road. Got Andrew Fisher here. He had a good run at the junior. Andrew, sorry to thrust this upon you. How are you?
Yeah, right, thank you. You?
Yeah, very good, thanks. Enjoy the junior?
Yeah, I did, yeah. Struggled a bit second lap getting on, but then my steering damper bolt came out, so I had no steering damper for the last 2 laps. But apart from that, it was good fun, yeah. My arm pump went on the 3rd and 4th lap, so a bit better.
What was your position again?
I think it was 18th, something rubbish like that.
You weren't happy with that?
No, not really. I'd like to be in the top 10, that'd be nice.
But, you know, it's a wonderful day. You're here on the Isle of Man. A lot of work goes into this. It's going to be a laugh, isn't it?
That's it. A lot of work, a lot of money, but beautiful day. Just going to enjoy myself now.
Good luck, mate.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
The atmosphere here is absolutely electric. I don't know why. There's the difference between the lightweight and the senior. Just everyone knows this is the big one now.
Yeah, this is the Blue Riband. I mean, just think of some of the famous people who've actually won this race. And, well, obviously Jeff Duke. We've got Ernie Washer here who did the double in '58 on Francis B at Norton's.
And what's really nice to see as well, John McGuinness has stuck around. He's still on the island. He's a staunch supporter of the Manx, and it's so good to see because people seem to forget that this still happens towards the end of the festival of motorcycling. But I mean, it's the best racing you'll see.
I mean, people who don't know John don't realise that he's a true motorcycle enthusiast.
Yeah.
If he's not racing anywhere himself, he goes to Speedway, he goes to motocross, he got the Marley Hill Climb and stuff like that. He's just a motorcycle through and through.
It's in his blood, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt.
Let's have a word with Mike.
I'll be looking
Brown.
at hairstyles here because they all seem to have different haircuts.
Mike, sorry mate. How are you feeling?
Happy enough.
Hoping to make amends for the disappointment in the newcomers.
Yeah, hoping to get 4 laps and finish the race anyway.
What happened?
Blew the engine, so...
Not much you can do about that.
No.
End of the Sulby Straight, was it?
Yeah, very end of it, so...
Too much for the little 600s.
Yeah, small bit. We have a good engine in now, we can give it a shot and see what happens.
Still give it berries today. Good luck.
Thanks.
Good luck, mate. Right. Let's keep going. How are we looking down this way? David Quine, sorry Ben.
You could interview Nick Chatterton a minute, he's just there. Where are we going?
Where is he?
Back there. Right here we have Mick Chatterton. Looks younger by the year.
Thank you.
He looked like this in 1966 when I first met him. Mick's been a very, very successful rider over the years and has only just recently retired from riding 125s. Mick, can I just ask you a few little questions about this Manx Grand Prix? And I hesitate to use the word stroke classic TT, but we'll just stick to Manx Grand Prix at the moment.
Yeah.
You've been coming here for many, many years. Have you ever known, regarding about the weather, what a
The worst practice week I've ever known. But of course we lose out now because we only get 2 practices a day, which is the evening session, whereas we always had the morning session as well, as you well remember.
and we had the Thursday afternoon, didn't we?
Yeah, which made a hell of a difference. Yeah. Both here and at the TT.
But how close is this racing? It's
fantastic. I mean, we've had tremendous racing, and I see no reason why this one should be any different.
great. Thanks very much, mate.
Okay,
Thank you.
Cheers, right, we'll quickly run down to the front because we're moments away now, the time goes so fast. Right, we've got Stuart Hall there, number 15. Chalky's not arrived yet, that should be late. We'll have a word with, if we swivel right round, I'll try and get a word with Wayne Humble. Come round for me, Ben. Wayne, looking strong in the junior, hoping to go a bit better in the senior?
Yeah, we're going to try and give it a good go today.
You having a good fortnight?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I mean, practice week was a bit of a bummer really, but we'll just have to take it what we get.
Lovely sunshine now and you can give it the beans. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Cheers, mate.
Good luck, man. Right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Unfortunate on Wednesday, but we go again now.
Yeah, I had a pit board at Gooseneck as well, so I knew I had it in bag if I just cruised round and but then I got my, after I crashed it, I got my forks, I had the stanchion swapped over and one of my preloads had been round right off, which wasn't me, so whether that's why it running deep in corners, I don't know, but I was just pushing too hard as well really, but...
You know you've got the pace though, so sort of attacking it the same as you did on Wednesday.
First lap and then see where I am.
Good luck.
Cheers.
Good luck, mate. Sorry to cut them off there, I'm just trying to rush through these ones. It's just so great to hear the thoughts of the riders just moments beforehand. I'd be sat on the bike shivering. Right, we've still not got Dean Osborne here yet. He's got the Michael Dunlop approach, not coming till the very last minute and then jumps on and he's off down Bray Hill.
I think you've just scared him off, that's all.
Do you want to have a quick word with the hammer?
No, yeah, I didn't.
All right. Hammer, it's senior race day. You've done this many times, but it doesn't get much easier.
Oh, it's definitely not much easier. The only news is that kind of stuff you know, but yeah, it should be alright now. A couple of minutes after we go.
Is this the 750 or are you on the 600 from the junior?
Yeah,
Any changes?
no changes.
Good luck, mate. Spot on. Right. We'll make our way down to the line now. We've got about 3 minutes till we get going. We'll watch the hammer as he wheels his way down to the line. Remind everyone it's a 4-lap race, 150 miles of, well, if we get to, I would not be surprised at all if we were on 120 from a standing start here.
I think that's very, very, very much on the cards. Yeah. The way they were going on Wednesday and the conditions weren't quite as good as today. It's well on the cards. It's nice to see Hector O'Neill here. He's obviously one of the most successful Irish teams ever. It was Temple Salvage originally. It's now branded as the Tyco BMW team.
Again, another just pure enthusiast of motorcycle racing.
Massive enthusiast. Yep.
If we just turn to the right a little bit, we see Mikey Evans. Mikey knew this situation all too well last year. He was on the cards for doing the double, and he did do the double. He won the Newcomers the year before, so 3 Manx Grand Prix wins to his name.
A lap record.
Lap record. I think that was from a standing start as well. I think he was up to the 122s.
122, definitely, yeah.
He's definitely a TT winner in the future.
Yeah, he seemed to have quite a quiet TT this year, though, didn't he? For some reason.
He did, but he sort of performed towards the end of the season. He had incredible results at the Southern.
Oh, definitely.
And right at the sharp end, and he had a great result in the Classic TT. The Superbike race, he came 5th or 6th, I think he did. But enough of that. We're down to the business now, getting the last taps on the shoulder from the team.
Hammer moving down, first man away.
Big deep breath for the hammer.
1 minute start line. 1 minute.
What's this feeling like when you roll up to the start?
I started one once and I didn't like it at all, to be honest. I like to be a little bit further back so I've got people to possibly chase, so it gives you a little bit of a target sometimes. I'd like to point out the starter of this race is Ernie Washer, who won this race 60 years ago.
If we just pan to the flagman who's about to start this race, that's who we're talking about.
Yeah, Ernie Washer, he won 60 years ago and was the first man ever in the Manx Grand Prix to lap at under 24 minutes on his Francis B at Norton. He also had a B at 7R to victory in the junior.
And here we are, 10 minutes from the start of the senior Manx Grand Prix. Manx Grand Prix Supporters Club sponsor.
This is going to be a real cracker.
Big wheelie away there. Dean Osborne, number 2 away. Brad Vickers sporting the James Cowan lid. Wonderful touch.
Brad Vickers definitely one to watch. Last year's Newcomers winner. And here we have Andy Farrell.
I think the pressure's completely off him now. He's got nothing to prove, Andy Farrell. He's had a magnificent Manx Grand Prix.
I think Andy's just going to have fun. Just ride around having fun.
There he is, Matt Stevenson. It's a good start. He needs to be on Tom equal pace right from the get-go.
And Darryl Tweed's got a good time.
That's the best launch yet. Gareth Evans. Brendan Farger now, he's the first of the 750 bikes because you're not allowed 750s in the junior. And here's another one out, I think, as well. Didn't have a chance to have a word with him, Stephen Smith.
I think it is.
He had a great result in the junior, I think he got 6th.
remain humble.
Here he is, James Chalk. He needs to make amends for this lightweight this afternoon. Dave Butler, delighted with his third in the lightweight. Stuart Hall. Another 750 of Damien Moran.
Stephen Parsons here, podium man on Wednesday.
Aggressive looking lid.
Victor Lopez Santos, unfortunately retired in both the lightweights, but he was 11th in the junior on Wednesday. Dan Ingham's is actually backed by Davey Morgan.
Francesco Coringa, 9th in the junior.
Fantastic ride.
He's got that special airbag suit on. Here he is, Mike Brown, early leader of the newcomers race, but retired at the end of the
season. You've got to say, I mean, a lot of this preparation is like TT quality, isn't it?
That bike sponsored by Martini. I'm guessing he'll be having a few of them later in the beer tent.
Sean Evans, Kawasaki. Jason Corcoran, another Manx lad. Sponsored by Stephen Christian. And here we have 76 Nathan Harrison, who very disappointingly dropped out of the lead of the newcomers race. Nathan's brother's one of the Tommy Club, and his dad was a very good rider, and also a travelling marshal over here. There we have pipe and band world champion Leon Murphy.
He's been around a few years.
Dennis, top Irish rider, has been around for many years. Always very, very helpful in the paddock. Absolute top man he is in the paddock. Another Manx rider, David Quine, on the passing product ride.
Let's have a look and see the first riders who reached Glen Helen. As you have number 41 leaving the line.
Stephen Hall now. Sponsored by Sherlow's, another business that's steeped in TT and Manx Grand Prix history, sponsored many, many riders. Teddy Bresson from France, we have Cullen Ward, number 37.
And we have the first riders at Glen Helen. Matt Stevenson takes the early lead, 0.2 ahead of Dean Osborne. Brendan Fargus slots into third, 1.2 Osborne.
Away there. Yes, another race.
Eric Cruz. It's his so close with the top 10 at Glen Helen, all covered by about 5 seconds. Stephen Smith slots into 10th, 1.1 back on Lumsden in 9th. Launch control kicking in there. James Chalk slots into 3rd, 0.7 back on Osborne at Glen Helen, all lap 1. Richard Stubbs. Ryan Marr here, he had a crash in the junior, so he'll be open to doing this one.
Nick Sutherwood, what's one? Well, in the team motor design with our good friend Rob Whittle, who was injured on Monday in a crash. Hopefully, Rob's looking well and listening to this on TV.
Incredible stuff at Glen Helen. Stephen Parsons goes into 2nd, 0.4 back on Leader Stevenson, with Dean Osborne 0.1 back on Parsons. James Chalk is then only 0.7 back on Osborne, so 1.5 seconds covers the top 4.
Beautiful sounding bikes, those 3-cylinder Triumphs. And they're going to be, the engines are going to be for the Moto2 bikes in MotoGP next year.
What an incredible spectacle, Chris. There's so many fans on the grandstand, and you can tell there's so many on the course as well.
The grandstands are packed. It just can't get any better, really, can it? I mean, even down the sides of the road here, lots and lots of people in the gardens.
We have 4 bikes through Ballaugh: Osborne, Vickers, Farrell and Lumsden. Matt Stevenson through, he maintains his lead at Ballaugh, 1.9 ahead of Osborne, but we need to wait for Parsons to come through.
The riders are through Ballaugh, but we've still got probably another 15 riders to leave the start yet.
Brad Vickers now moves up into 3rd, 1.9 back on Osborne.
Peter Creer, another local rider here.
Tweed into 5th, Proctor 6th, Lumsden 7th, Evans 8th and Farger 9th. Ben Shuttlewood, I can't get over how nice that colour scheme is.
Another one of those beautiful sounding Triumphs.
James Chalk takes the lead at Ballaugh. He is 0.5 ahead of Stevenson.
Sebastian Vitt, another one of our foreign riders. I shouldn't say foreign, but they're from all around the world, so we can't even say continent. With our Greek friend Andreas.
It is ridiculously close at the top. 10 seconds covers the top 10 of Ballaugh. Stephen Parsons does slot into 2nd, 0.1 behind leader Chalk, as we see number 67 leaving the line. Seven riders left to leave. Next up, Peter Moore. 0.4 covers the top 3 at Ballath.
Now we have the final rider leaving, the 75th rider, Fabrice Favre.
As the last rider leaves the line. Ridiculously close stuff here. Ramsey, Osborne's through, Vickers through, Lumsden through. It is incredibly close up at the top. Mike Brown slots into 8th now. Newcomer, Mike Brown. 8th at the last. Stevenson was down to 3rd. Parsons still awaiting the arrival of Parsons at Ramsey, but as it stands, Stevenson leads Chalk by 2.7 seconds. Osborne only 0.3 back on him. Stephen Parsons is through He is through Ramsey. He leads by 1.9 seconds. 1.9 seconds the lead for Stephen Parsons. It's changed for the 3rd time in this lap. It's an incredibly close race we have on our hands here. He is announced as a retirement. 2 retirements in a day for him. He's going to absolutely devastate him without being in the running for the lead. So now it's Parsons who leads Stevenson by 1.9 seconds, but we have 2 riders through the bungalow already. Activity going on the course, riders streaming through each point. We are broadcasting to you live. Standout result, we've got Mike Brown running in 8th at the moment. Mike Brown, newcomer 6 ahead of Proctor in 9th. But Chris, it's all changed with Chalk out of the race once more.
Must be devastated. I mean, it's...
Sorry, correction. Brendan Farger's out. Sorry, Manx Radio said it was Chalk, but it's Brendan Farger.
Oh.
So it's what's going on here?
Oh, just as we were going to cry for him as well. Some great footage on there, isn't there?
That's our Slovakian rider, Miro, through there at the gooseneck. It was Brendan Farger, number 9, retired at Sulby Crossroads. Sorry everyone, my apologies. So at the bungalow, Stevenson is through. He's 3 seconds ahead, 3.8 seconds ahead of Osborne, but we still await the arrival of Parsons. Parsons and Stevenson being best of friends, both running the People's Bike this year. And we have it at the bungalow. Stephen Parson leads. Stephen Parson leads by 0.1 of a second as we have a retirement at Ballaugh. I think that is Steve Moody. I'm not sure about that. Parsons now leads. Parsons leads by 0.1 of a second over Matt Stevenson at the bungalow. Dean Osborne is third, 3 seconds back on Stevenson. Chalk is in fourth, dropping back. Farrell fifth. Proctor 6th, Butler 7th, Lumsden 8th, Smith 9th, and Darrell Tweed 10th. So we've got 5 riders through Cronkamona, so they'll be coming across the line within the next minute. And here they come, they're on Glen Country Road. Dean Osborne first on the road through, let's get his lap time. Next rider through, that's Lumsden. Dean Osborne 119.427, 119.427, 18 minutes 57. Lumsden 117.78. $119.881, so not quite, but we still got race leader at the bungalow, Stephen Parsons, to come through. Parsons not quite through Cronkamona yet as he started off number 19. Thoughts, Chris?
It's close again, isn't it? Call it, would you?
No. We've had 3 race leaders in the first 3 quarters of the lap.
It's fabulous stuff. Every sector is changing, isn't it? And they're all so close together.
Another rider through, Steve Smith. As we see a couple of riders rounding the gooseneck. Let's follow the progress of some of our newcomers. At Ramsey we have Mike Brown in 8th, Nathan Harrison running in 19th, strong result for him. A little bit further down. Parsons, that's Parsons across the line now. have a new race leader. Matt Stevenson leads Stephen Parsons by 0.548 seconds, with Dean Osborne only 3 seconds back on Parsons. So no one in the 120s just yet. Here's leader on the road, Osborne through Grieber. What an incredible shot that is. There's the hammer. I think he's actually caught Osborne up on the road on the run to Grieber. Sorry, Chris, getting a bit overexcited here. I'm rubbing the mic.
Looks to me like it was Andy Farrell catching. Well, no, that's Andy Farrell.
There's Andy Farrell through now. Nice line through there. There's Stevenson, your leader. Proctor through. As more riders stream across the line at the grandstand. We have Osborne in third, Chalk in fourth, Ingham fifth. It's a great ride from Ingham.
Definitely.
Just coming off the what was he riding? The
400.
The 400, yeah.
After his he had second place on Wednesday, didn't he?
Yeah.
In the ultra,
Yeah, the ultra lightweight. Farrell sixth, Brown now up into seventh at the grandstand. Proctor eighth, Lumsden ninth, Stephen Smith rounds out the top 10. And they will be at Sarah's cottage in just a moment as that's Stephen Smith going through. Grieber. There's Chalky. Perfect timing. Osborne through Sarah's. Followed in hot pursuit by Lumsden. As Wayne Humble goes round Grieber Bridge. Stevenson also a tad wide there, Chris.
It's a double right hand apex, and it's the second apex you really want.
What gear will you be taking this in?
Probably third, I should think, on those.
So what? It's the corner that always seems to catch newcomers out, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I say it's the second apex. They get sucked into the first apex, and then as they're coming out, the bank comes back at you a little bit. You can also lose quite a bit of time there because if you are slightly offline, you can't get the power down. So it messes you up.
Matt Stevenson has had a great run to Glen Helen on this lap. He's 9 seconds quicker to Glen Helen on this lap than the first lap. Bearing in mind it was a standing start.
It's fantastic.
Now that isn't definitely, but we have got to slow down for pits.
Not 9 seconds worth though.
No,
He was only
no.
a second or two off, wasn't he?
As we said before, we need to wait the arrival of Stephen Parsons at Sarah's. There's Chalky. Going well. He's now into third, just 2 seconds behind Osborne, who is 8 seconds behind Stevenson. So let me remind you, at the grandstand, Stevenson led Parsons by 0.5 of a second. 0.5 of a second.
There he goes.
Oh, nice.
Up the inside.
Up the inside, great move. Stephen Parsons leads. Stephen Parsons now leads at Glen Helen by 0.2 of a second from Matt Stevenson. These two boys, best friends, running away with it.
Be interested to see where Daniel Ingham is, because he's going very, very well.
The start number of 25, I think. So it's going really well.
That's Davey Morgan's bike. So
right.
A lot of experience in that too. It's good to see experienced riders like Dave Morgan backing, and young lads up and coming.
You can see not James Chalk, you got like Carl Roberts and Ian Locker behind them. It's there's wealth of experience.
Yeah, these guys are here. Don't forget they're not being paid to come here. There's no prize money or start money for this event. So people like Locker, Dave Morgan, and Carl Roberts are doing this because they want to.
Just to remind you, we've got a note coming in. Brad Vickers was off at Guthrie's, but rider is okay. So that's disappointment for Brad, who's running in third place, I think. So he must have been pushing. But we're glad to hear that Brad Vickers is off at Guthrie's, but rider is okay. Just got some retirements for you. Callum Ward at Kurt Michael, Steve Moody, Blackbridge, Jordan McFerrin at Quarterbridge, and 15 Stuart Hall at Windy Corner. There he is, Stevenson through and Farrell through. So Stevenson to Balaf on that lap. How much quicker was he? 8 minutes on the first. 8 minutes 8 on the first lap, and 8 minutes dead on the second lap. So maintaining that faster lap on this lap. Tweed. We haven't mentioned Tweed actually. Where's he running at the moment? Darrell Tweed safely through. Stephen Smith through. There's Chalky through as well. With starting so low down, Stephen Parsons, the anticipation is high, waiting for him to arrive at a checkpoint.
Well, it's and also got to say with Dan Ingham, he was outside the top 20 as well. He's gone exceptionally well.
Glenn Helen, Dan Ingham was up to 5th place, 3 seconds behind James Chalk.
Right.
Where's Mike Brown? He's up to 7th. What was Mike Brown's first lap? Bearing in mind he hasn't turned a wheel since Tuesday, and he didn't even complete the first lap.
That's great going, isn't it?
So he 118.266 as a newcomer.
That's superb, isn't it?
As his not turning a wheel since Tuesday. We still wait for the arrival of Stephen Parsons at Balaf. These two boys at the front seem to be running away with it, as we have Chalk now 12 seconds back on Stevenson and Osborne 1 second back on Chalk. Parsons is through Balaf, and he is now, it's another change in the lead. Stevenson now leads by 0.7 of a second. 0.7 of a second, Matt Stevenson leads Stephen Parsons at Balaf on lap 2. Great shot of Ramsey Hairpin as we await the arrival of the leader on the road. And Osborne's been overtaken by David Lumsden now. So we made up that 10 seconds and now Lumsden's overtaken him.
But he's still 9 seconds behind.
Still 9 seconds behind, but
maybe he's putting the hammer down.
Nice. Seamless. And And here he is, Matt Stevenson, hot approach into Ramsey. Peels in. Andy Farrell's tagging along with him. Oh, round the outside. Oh! That was ridiculous. Oh my word, what a move that was.
That's Derby Airfield sort of stuff, isn't it?
That was braver than brave. What an incredible manoeuvre that was. I even think the hammer would have just sat back and thought, do you want fair play there? I wouldn't have done that. And there he is,
Matt Stevenson.
Stevenson through. Nice to see that his pit team are putting out chalkboards for him. Stephen Proctor, nicely in and away. I can't get over that overtake. I can't. Wow.
That was worthy of Brands Hatch, wasn't it?
That really was.
Who's that person who?
Stevenson's really pulling the pin. At Ballath, Stevenson was 12 seconds ahead of Osborne, who was in fourth, and at Ramsey, he's now 16 seconds ahead, so he's putting the hammer down. He didn't get to the pit stops at the end of lap 2 in the junior because he came off at Craig, but he was okay, thankfully, and he's in this and he's absolutely flying. Parsons through Ramsey, and Stevenson leads by 0.588 of a second. 0.588 of a second. Stevenson leads Parsons. It was 0.7 at Ballath. It is now 0.5 at Ramsey. We should see Parsons coming through the gooseneck any moment. And here he is. It's a fast approach. He's all on the road there.
Trying to hit his pit wall there.
This is electric pace. Just feel sorry for all those people who left after the classics ended. This is an absolutely ridiculous race. There he is,
Thingy.
Yeah, him.
Ingham.
The one on the bike. Ingham, that's it.
Dan
Ingham. Ingham into 5th place. He is 4 seconds ahead of Farrell in 6th and only 1.6 down on Osborne. Mike Brown's in great run, 7th for Ramsey on that too. There he is.
See Victor Lopez is still going.
Yeah. Right, we will go and bring you action from the pit lane, and we'll have to run because they're almost at Crocomona.
The oldest bloke is the fastest out of the ball.
So we rejoin you here at pit lane. So Stevenson leads by 2.8 seconds at the bungalow. 2.8 seconds. I think that's the biggest it's been all race.
Yeah. How can it be 2 laps and it's still only 2 seconds? It's ridiculous, isn't it?
This pit stop is going to be vitally important for all the riders. So we've got 2 riders at Crocomona, Osborne and Lumsden. So as we keep on Tommy Club alert, Stevenson 15.10 to bungalow on the second lap. He was 15.18, so he's 10 seconds quicker on this lap. We remind you, he has to slow for the pits. Stevenson's through Crocomona, as is Farrell and Proctor. The klaxon sounds. Osborne in.
Dave Lumsden of it.
Lumsden in.
They've been locked together for the last lap.
I think the pit crew is going to be possibly even more nervous than the rider at this point.
Definitely.
They know that they've got a part to play in this race. Here he is, race leader, Matt Stevenson. What's Stevenson? 120.264.
Whoa.
He's in the Tommy Club, Matt Stevenson. 18 minutes 49, 120.264. What an incredible lap that was.
Hammer just lost a few seconds there to Dean Osborne. They came in together, but they've gone out probably about 3 or 4 seconds apart.
So we'd expect Stevenson away next, and that's a great stop. He's in gear, he's away. Watch the speed limit. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, also good. That was a great pit stop.
Fabulous.
Great pit stop. So what was the difference at Crocomona? It was 3.8 seconds. Stevenson's putting the hammer down.
Darryl Tweed just coming in.
Chalky's in, Evans is in, Smith is in.
Wayne Humble in. It's all very controlled. I think we're more of an edge than they are.
Parsons.
Parsons.
What's the difference? Oh, it keeps dying on him. What's happened there, Chris? Has he got the kill switch still on?
No, James Chalk having
He's
a
away,
bit of a
no,
struggle
he's
there.
away. Parsons at the grandstand, end of lap 2. Oh, he's not quite in the Tommy Club. 119.983. He's 3.1 seconds down on Stevenson.
Poor old Chalky there, doesn't seem to be having much luck. That was a very good stop, and then he just lost a lot of time getting away.
Also away. Good stop. Here's your man. Forgot his name. Ingham. Sorry about that, Ingham. So we have Matt Stevenson at the end of lap 2, leading, coming into the pits by 3.1 seconds. He gets into the Tommy Club with a 120.264. Parsons not quite there, 119.983. Let's have a look at some times at Ramsey. Mike Brown 7th, standout result there. Santos in 15th. How's Coringa? 18th. Nathan Harrison hits the top 20. Great result for him.
Oh, very sadly, Dave Butler's just retiring.
Third place man today.
Yep. Sad to see. He's been going well all week. Dan Ingham just getting away on the Strangford Holiday Homes Davy Morgan bike.
Got loads of riders in now. We got Coringa, Brown, Fisher's in, Govignon. I like that. Gives a wave to his friends.
Victor Santos Lopez.
That'll be interesting down Bray Hill.
Two laps going out. Very, very close company there.
Don't know about you, Chris, but I'm enjoying this.
Fabulous, isn't it? Francesco Coringa just gone out from the Tuscany area of Italy.
Slovakian Miro is in, 25 away, he's 25.
Mark Colvin.
He's away with Fisher.
Considering how close the race is, it's interesting to know how calm everyone seems to be in the pit area. I'm sure I wouldn't be if I was doing the refueling. Nathan
Harrison's in. First rider at Glen Helen, Dean Osborne, shortly followed by David Lumsden. Let's have a look at Harrison at the end of that lap, 116.8. Mike Brown. Stevenson's through Glen Helen. He's through Glen Helen. Dean Osborne had an incredibly fast stop there. His lap is 5:29 opposed to a Stevenson lap of 5:37 to Glen Helen. Sorry, I mean sector, not that. So if Parsons managed to do a lap similar to Osborne, he should be in the lead, but we'll have to see when he gets to Glen Helen.
Leon Murphy in for his stop.
Got 5 bikes through Glen Helen so far.
Dave Quine's team getting a bit excited there, trying to start refueling before the engine was switched off. A lot of shouting from the technical stewards there.
Three bikes leave together. So we'll give you the leaderboard at Glen Helen as we have it after the pit stops. And Parsons goes second, 5 seconds back on Stevenson. Stevenson leads Parsons by 5.4 seconds. Stevenson's pit stop was 3 seconds quicker than Parsons on that lap. We've got Osborne in third, 4 seconds back on Parsons. So because of Osborne's stop, he's now only 9 seconds behind the leader.
Oh. And the crew will be thinking, did we put enough fuel in?
So we have Farrell in 4th at Glen Helen. He's 13 back on us. Book 6th. Proctor 7th. think I just heard of Dean Osborne's retired. That's been. Okay, so it's all changed in this race due to that pit infringement from Matt Stevenson. He got 10-second penalty for refueling whilst the engine was still running in the pits. We have had Dean Osborne retire at Quarry Bends. He was running in 3rd place. So as we have it at Ramsey on lap 3, we have Parsons lead Stevenson by 10.3 seconds. So without that infringement, Chris, he would have been only... Ramsey and the Bungalow. This is just ridiculous. Stevenson has, in both races, has looked to have taken control, and something seemed to happen. He came off in the first race, and he's got the pit infringement in the second race. Probably no fault of his own, unless it was his job to get the pit.
No. It's the pit crew that have to undo the.
Right.
I feel like he should have probably switched it off.
Yeah. Either way, we're on for a ridiculous last lap. You see some of the lower order riders coming through Grieber Bridge. So that's going. We've had 4 riders through the grandstand already. We've got Stevenson through, Proctor through, Farrell and Lumsden through the grandstand at the end of lap 3. 3 riders through the lap. Parsons leads Matt Stevenson still at Cronknamona by 7.479 seconds. So the difference between Bungalow and Cronknamona is practically nothing. He's maintained that 7.5 second lead. As we see riders crossing the grandstand now. Benjamin Plant going through Grieber Bridge there, one of the newcomers this year. Mike Brown up to 5th, that's incredible. Newcomer Farrell is 3.3 seconds ahead of Andy Farrell. Mike Brown is.
Mike Brown is.
So, with the experience of Farrell and the inexperience of Brown, that's ridiculously good result. So let's get some lap speeds at the grandstand. At the grandstand, the lead is 7.743 seconds for Stephen Parsons going on to the final lap of the Senior Manx Grand Prix. And it's changed for third. Proctor up into third. Proctor third now, 1 second ahead of James Chalk, 1.3. He is 18 back on Stevenson. I think I just overheard McConaughey retired at Windy Corner. Oh, that was Stevenson. That was Stevenson. Your second place man through Grieber Bridge.
He's got his sights on Andy Farrell. It's helping him, giving him a target to go to.
And who have we got here? There's Farrell and there's Proctor. So I think he was on Lumsden's tail.
Yeah.
Lower order rider going through Sarah's.
I've noticed that Chalky's changed his helmet. He had a white one the other day and he's got a black one today.
There you go. Mike Brown's through the grandstand. He's in 5th, 1 second back from James Chalk.
Whoa.
1 second back from James Chalk. Morgan Govignon up to 11th place. That's a good result for him. Yeah, Victor Lopez, he's on the money, 9th place, 9 seconds back on Stephen Smith in 8th. So the first riders will be coming through Sarah's in just a moment as we hear commentary from Glen Helen. Yes. There we have David Lumsden through, shortly followed by Stevenson. And he's away. It's a low order rider, 71 going through. Knee down, nice. Stevenson has done a 4:38 to Glen Helen. A 4:38. I think that's on par with his fastest when he went into the 120 club. Stephen Proctor also on a 4:38. 19 seconds back on Stevenson. Yeah, but we still await the arrival of Stephen Parsons at Glen Helen.
Yep. Just spotted another great ex-rider watching this race, Mick Grant there. Multi-times winner.
Yet to see another rider through Sarah's Cottage here on the final lap. Speak of the devil, here we have 12, that's James Chalk. Nice and smooth. Stephen Smith. Let's see, is this Parsons? Parsons, no, that's Tweed. We will get a real idea of what the gap is going to be on this final lap of the senior when Parsons comes through as he rounds Glen Helen and up to Sarah's. He's round there, smooth, let's see the difference. Parsons leads Stevenson by 5.1 seconds on the last lap. It's all to play for. 5 seconds. Proctor now firmly in third, 5 seconds up on James Chalk in fourth. Farrell in fifth, 5 seconds back on Chalk. Lumsden sixth, Stephen Smith seventh, but we still await the arrival of newcomer Mike Brown. So fastest lap on the previous lap was a 113.514, and that was Lopez Santos.
Whoa!
On lap 3,
That's great.
Is the fastest on the previous lap. Shortly followed by a 5:1 for Stephen Proctor, and then a 113.294 for Mike Brown. Nathan Harrison up to 14th. So the leaders will be coming through the laugh. There we have it, perfectly on time. Lumsden and Stevenson through. There's Mike Brown and Lopez Santos through Sarah's on their final lap. And there's Morgan Gauvignon. Nice tight line through there, Chris.
Beautiful.
Proctor, nice. Mike Brown up into fourth place. He's 5 seconds off a podium position. 5 seconds off a podium position, Mike Brown. He's 0.5 ahead of James Chalk. Francesco Coringa through. I hope you're enjoying this stream as much as we are, because this is, I think, going to go down in history as one of the greatest senior race days we've ever had.
It's been a close finish, isn't it?
We still need to wait the arrival of Parsons through Ballath. James Chalk nicely through Ballath. Stephen Smith. Tweed. And wait for Parsons. There we have Parsons now. 2.9 seconds. It's come down 2.9 seconds on the last lap. Parsons leads Stevenson. How many times has the lead changed in this race?
So
It's been 5.
At least 5, yeah.
At least
And
5.
We're now looking for Mike Brown.
Yeah, and it looks like the lead's going to change for a 6th time by the way that Stevenson's going on this lap. Parsons is 5 seconds slower to Balaf on this lap than Stevenson. He had that 10-second advantage leaving the line. I think we might be seeing the change in the guard here. We've got Farrell and Lumsden sort of very meritable positions, but you've got new boys in town, Stevenson, Parsons,
yeah.
Proctor, and Mike Brown especially.
It's good to see. Some of them have been knocking on the door for a while, and it's good to see them winning races. But as you say, it's nice to see much younger riders coming into this.
I suppose that's what the Manx Grand Prix is all about.
It should be the feeder for the TT, as it's been said before. It's great to see. I mean, I remember Andy Farrell 3 or 4 years ago turning up here, and he'd been off at the Ulster the week before. The broken collarbone.
There is Mike Brown through. Santos is on his coattails there.
Yep.
So Brown
7 seconds off of Proctor now. Chalk only half a second behind Mike Brown, so that's
so here we have Stevenson through Ramsey Hairpin on the final lap. Lumps is just managing to hang on slightly wide there. Parsons through. He's through. Should be through Ginger Hall area now on the run to Parliament Square, but Stevenson is through Ramsey on this lap in 11:35.240. I think that's the fastest split to Ramsey we've seen in this race. He just looks so smooth, doesn't he?
It does.
So smooth.
Der hat sich mit dir völlig vergaloppiert mit dem Mineralwasser ist drauf. Die gehen dann noch das mit 7 Tage. Ärger dich dann nicht, die Äpfel werden geholt und den packe ich in meinen Rucksack und haben unten im Zimmer die fertig.
On the final lap before but we await the race leader, Parsons. Here he is. What does the pit board show him? P1 plus 1.1 lap 4. What's he going to be thinking? Now, Chris. Do you know? Can you guess?
Let's get there.
Let's head our way to the winners' enclosure to get them in, but we'll keep you updated when we get there.
You have to say it's a good ride by Victor Santos Lopez, because he's had two very massive disappointments, and seemed to be a bit steady at the start of this race, but he's moving up through the field, going very, very well indeed.
So we're just hearing on Manx radio that we have a new race leader as we reach how many miles is it to the finish in the bungalow?
5 or 6?
5 or 6 miles, and we have a new race leader once more. Stevenson leads Parsons by 3 seconds. So he's pulled back 4 seconds. This is going to be a blinding last lap. He's 11 seconds faster on this lap, and he's reached Cronknamona. Matt Stevenson's reached Cronknamona. He's going to pull for winners enclosure, but I think they'll have to hold him. They won't be able to send him right into number 1 because they don't know what's going to happen. David Lumsden's reached Cronknamona. So at Ramsey, we had Parsons in the lead by 1.1 seconds. And at Bungalow, we had a new race leader with Matt Stevenson going to the lead even after that 10-second penalty.
That's absolutely incredible. I mean, well, to pull that out on Proctor,
it's just
in that short distance.
He's three seconds up at the Bungalow, Stevenson is. We're just hearing over on Manx radio, we've got the bikes on Glencrutchery Road. He's through, he's crossed the line, Matt Stevenson, he's crossed the line. Let's get the lap time. Let's get the lap time. It's loading. 120.974 on the last lap from Matt Stevenson.
Fabulous.
That is the fastest lap of the race. Ridiculous speeds at the Manx Grand Prix.
Has Proctor made it or just missed it again?
Parsons has not made it yet. Cronknamona. Proctor is... Here he is. He thinks he's won it, but they happen to hold him. What a ridiculous finish this is.
Because it's a close finish, they're holding him now until they can finalise it.
He doesn't know. I don't know. Do you know? We've got to wait for Parsons. Let's see what the difference is at Cronknamona. He's not even at Cronknamona yet, so we've got at least 2 or 3 minutes to wait before we have a real idea of who's actually won this race. They're having to hold Parsons, Proctor as well. Stephen Parsons is 3.9 down at Cronknamona, so it's this is ridiculous stuff. It's quite telling actually that we're holding all the riders. We can't actually allocate them a spot because it's one of the closest finishes we've ever had.
You're there somewhere.
Let me see at the bungalow. Proctor was 9.2 seconds ahead of Mike Brown, so that looks dead set.
Yeah.
That looks dead set. Great shot of Proctor there, he's delighted. Cronknamona at 3.9, but we wait the arrival of Parsons. Parsons is across the line. We wait for it. Let's get the reaction, see if he's won. He's won. Yep. There we go. He's done it. Stephen Parsons. It was 5 seconds the difference. 5.1 seconds. Stephen Proctor third. 17 seconds back on Parsons. Ridiculous race. Absolutely ridiculous. What a race. What a race.
What was Parsons?
Here comes Parsons third. Parsons last lap 119.6.
Oh.
Got to applaud these boys. Best friends off the track, rivals on the track, but they've really brought the best here today. What a race. I'll try and have a word with Stephen.
Both on people's bikes.
He's absolutely shattered.
I think after that, mullets will be coming back into fashion for riders.
Interesting. Look at this, guys. I haven't quite. Stephen Proctor last lap, 120.579.
Whoa.
Andy Farrell, 120.247. We've got 2 more members in the Tommy Club.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Well, what can we say? That was one of the best races we have ever seen. It was that haircut. It's definitely the haircut.
It must be, wasn't it?
How was the race for you?
It was alright to be fair. Last 2 laps again, my fitness is terrible. I'm absolutely just hanging over, trying to free off my neck and my back. It's knackering. But yeah, no, it felt real nice. It was, real good was that.
So you're getting a lot of pit boards, just to give you an idea of how close that was. I think the lead changed about 6 times in that race.
Yeah, I didn't know. I think so on first lap coming out of Gooseneck, we've got one. I saw P2, but hey, up, Matt's got it.
It's off the track.
Right.
Fiercest of rivals on the track. I mean, you must be buzzing for him, but teammates have just confirm if I'm wrong. Teammates?
Well, yeah, we are now both ride for people's bike and that lot now, and they help us both out. But yeah, I know, can't believe it's him.
What a result for the both of you. I mean, you're getting there. Third in the newcomers last year. Yeah. Third in the junior. Second in the senior. I mean, you know what comes next.
Well, I didn't expect that in a million years. Not somebody like me should be doing that. I should be sat there watching, not doing this. But yeah. It's been.
There'll be a few pints sunk at the prize presentation or teetotal.
I think before that, to be fair. About as soon as I get back to truck and that lot, yeah.
So will we see you at the Manx, or are you going to go on to bigger things?
I don't know, to be fair.
We'd love to see you back.
Well, it's a mint event, isn't it, the Manx? It's nice, relaxed. Yeah, it's chilled out. It suits us to the bone, really, because scruffy leathers and just get on your bike and ride it.
Proper grassroots racing.
Well, yeah, which is the best spot, isn't it?
Oh, exactly.
It's alright being full factory and that lot, but it's just a bit of a joke, innit? So
just need to get yourself to the gym and you might have pulled it off.
Well, I need to stop doing weights and start doing fitness stuff every time. I just tell myself every time I go to the gym, right, do some fitness. No point being a bodybuilder at this game, is there? Every time I do weights, but no, man, spot on.
I gotta say, unlucky second place, but you were in the best race I've ever seen, so congratulations, well done.
Cheers, mate, thank you.
Well done, mate, well done. Anybody understand a word of that? Do you want to have a word with Proctor?
He's 120.
100. Let me just double check that so I haven't given him false hope. Proctor 120.579 on the last lap.
Well, what was that? 120.59 on the last lap.
Yeah, I've just been told. Brilliant. I don't know how else to put it.
There's not many in that club, I tell you.
No, to be honest, my goal this year was that, and then I knew if I got faster, the results would come. And I genuine in that race, we're breaking down in junior and having a bad week of practice. I thought it's not going to happen because these guys were flying, but I got my head down.
Definitely.
I didn't know until I got here, obviously, but I'll take it.
Oh, but that's fabulous.
But yeah, brilliant. I mean, I got arguably both of my goals in this one race, so yeah, brilliant. No, it's been perfect. We do everything ourselves, but
all race long is like the lead was changing.
yeah, well, obviously we don't know any of that, but I just tried to concentrate on just keeping my head down and not. It's easy here to kind of get into a bit of a. You're on your own. You don't realise that you're slowing down, and I just thought, no, just keep. Come on, and it's worked out.
Great.
So it's like, woo!
Fabulous stuff. Andy Farrell, who was fourth, he did a 120 on the
Yeah,
last
well,
lap as well.
I had a funny feeling when I overtook him. Me and Andy have had a few ding-dongs this year, and I thought, he's not going to let me go. And he didn't. He didn't at all. I saw him behind me, I think it was at Keppel Gate, he was right on my tail. So I thought, I need to keep my head down here, and obviously I didn't think I were here. I saw a board for P6, and thought, I might be thick if that's for Andy, but obviously not.
Anyway, well done, mate.
Yeah, cheers, thank you.
What are your beers later on, do you think?
Yeah, apparently we're having a trip into sea, apparently, according to Ben as well. So it might get messy later.
Best of luck on that one.
Right, let's have a word with the man himself, Matt Stevenson. I wasn't even on the bike and I'm lost for words. What can you describe what just happened?
I didn't know I had 10-second penalty. I mean, that was my fault. I didn't touch it until it ended off, but it's a good job I didn't know. I was just saying, cause if I'd known that, I would have pushed hard. And well, we found out what happened on in junior. What happens when you push too hard? But I thought we were invincible in that 120 seconds. I thought I've got this in bag. I don't need to concentrate. And then look where we ended up. But no, just can't believe it. Can't believe it at all. Kept getting back. I got P3 first lap. Thought, right, come on, get your head down. And I don't know if it was P1 or P2, second and third lap. But I think third lap was P1 plus half a second. So I thought I'm really going to have to get my hammer down, like, but yeah, it was just really, I can't believe it. But the standard little R6 as well. I mean, things gutless. Probably things gutless compared to some of the things these lads have got. And I thought I'm just gonna have to ride it to death, like, to get anywhere near. But I can't believe it. Can't believe it at all.
You two are nuts. That race, that race was nuts. Got a new member of the Tommy Club. I spoke to you on Wednesday morning, didn't I? He said, yeah, it should be fine. Up in the Tommy Club, and we'll hopefully be there and about. You didn't get to the finish. A spill at Craignabar, the highs and lows of the Manx Grand Prix.
Yeah, I got a 19.8 in that one on my first lap. Didn't I? 41.20 and then. So yeah, it's got that as well. So I'm happy enough with that. I mean, nearly a 21 won it. Very close. So yeah, I can't believe it. I said to Trev, oh well, it's called Steve. Asked me, I'll call him Trev. That's what you got to call him on every time. And I said to him, you better be on podium. And you're like, you've got to be cocky. You've got to be confident you're going to do it. So as long as you think you're going to do it, you can do it.
You're going to be on the podium together. You almost shared the top step. That was absolutely ridiculous. We have got thousands and thousands of people watching this live. So, and you've just won the Senior Manx Grand Prix.
Over the moon, really. I don't even know what to say. Like, just brilliant. Yeah, on my second year, I can't believe it. I thought I was saying to you, up with the fella, I thought it was going to take 3 or 4 years to get anywhere near this, even to be top 5. But I just can't believe it, really.
Well, I think we all owe you a pint, so we'll see you at the prize presentation tonight. Have a good trip in the old chariot.
Thanks a lot.
Well done, mate. Well done, what a race. This is just pure road racing, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
fabulous stuff.
You think that when you see the Marc Marquez's, it's just like it's a different world of racing. This is completely ridiculous.
And how was the pit stop for you, Jack? This is the Peel contingent. We got Seamus, who's now going to be fitness instructor for the team, because Seamus is a famous fitness man. He's so fit that he doesn't leave the pub till 3 in the morning.
Let's go around the front bend so we get some good shots. I knew we would see Stevenson and Parsons in here in the winners' enclosure, but you've got to give it to Proctor. He's in the Tommy Club.
Yep. It's interesting that Parsons didn't join the Tommy Club, but and Andy Farrell has as well.
Yeah. Andy Farrell, I mean, you got to give it to Stevenson. Ridiculous pace, and he's won the senior, but Farrell's probably got to be the man of the meeting.
Yeah. He's had just fabulous results, hasn't he? Every time out, and he just looks so good as well. The footage we've seen of him on the track.
He had a
smooth.
He had a stroke of luck, but you know, you've got to around him.
Oh yeah. In many ways, you make your own luck.
Yeah. So I think we had about 6 people in the Tommy Club last year. We got 3 more this year. It's just 4. Yeah. Have we?
No, 3. Yeah, 3 more. Sorry. Yeah.
What a race! Just Parsons said himself. He's just like completely stock engine. You got the scrattiest leathers you could possibly imagine, and it's so good to see.
Look at the smiley faces, it's great, isn't it?
That's how so I'm just trying to get my breath back. We'll have a look at the results a bit lower down. Mike Brown, 4th, 119.788.
Well, that's fantastic. Well,
Well,
for a newcomer, I mean.
For a newcomer, that's almost unheard of, isn't it? The standard. Lopez Santos on the last lap. And Morgan Govignon, 119.962, 11th position.
And what about Coringa?
Coringa.
It's 117.
117. Just 117, Chris.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. So let's count how many we had. How many in the 120 on the last lap? 1, 2, 3 in 120. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 people 119.
Yeah.
What a ridiculous race. Let's make our way up to the podium. Morgan Govignon, 119.962. No problem.
Yeah. Whoa.
Who have we got coming up the return here? Number 39. Let's go. So let's go through that leaderboard. Stevenson, Parsons, Proctor, Brown, Farrell, Chalk, Lumsden, Santos with the lap 119.739, Smith 9th, Humble 10th, Govignon 11th, Coringa 12th, Nathan Harrison 13th.
That's a great result as well.
Excellent. Mark Colvin 14th, Gareth Evans 15th, Miro Sloboda 16th, Chris Cook 17th, Jason Kokorin 18th, Michael Hann 19th, Andrew Fisher 20th, Gaz Evans, Dennis Booth, Sean Evans, Leon Murphy, David Quine, Chris Sabora, Darryl Tweed, Grant Gaskell, Ryan Marr, Nicholas Pauter, Teddy Bresson, Stuart McCann, Eric, I can't pronounce that, Eric Caius, Nick Sutherwood, Colin Croft, Andy Lovett, Andy Hayes, Kevin Bosby, Ross Orchard, Tommy Henry.
You've got to say that that last lap by Mike Brown's incredible for for a newcomer.
119.784.
That's right up there.
Well, you got to say, in the Festival of Motorcycling, they saved the best till last.
Oh, definitely, without a doubt. This is.
I think that was Peter Moore just across the line there, so Dad Roy will be delighted, and there he is.
Yep.
Going through the picks.
I think that that lap by Victor Lopez makes up for some of his disappointment.
Oh yeah, it must do. Ben Shuttlewood coming across the line there. There was the Senior Manx Grand Prix, was it 2 years ago, with Tom Whedon and Andrew Dudgeon, and that was only a 2-second win. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I think it was the toing and throwing nature of this, and the pit stop penalties and the grassroots racing of it all. It's just amazing.
That's what the Manx Grand Prix is all about, isn't it? Ernie Washer doing the presentation, or trying to.
I feel like this is going to be a bit messy.
They've not took the senior trophy up there because they want to keep it clean.
I don't care about fuel, it's only a few quid. You can buy me beer on that fuel, I don't mind.
Go on.
Right down the back of the neck. Some trophy that, Chris.
Fabulous. That is some piece of silver, that is. names of many previous world champions on there. Phil Reed, Jeff Duke.
Matt Stevenson just took a swig and went, that's horrible, that, isn't it?
Just push in front.
Go on. You know me, I'm a little one.
Go on, just
go on,
get in
yeah.
there.
Well,
Only Washer just getting in the picture there.
Chris, I think we should round up what has been the most ridiculous senior race and Manx Grand Prix I have ever been a part of.
Well, you've got to say that apart from the ultra lightweight, there's been every single race has been so close. You can't call it. I mean, there's been some misfortune for some people. But all in all, it's just been just close racing, hasn't it? I mean, obviously, there's been a few sad lads that have broken down while they've been in contention for a podium.
Yeah.
But all in all, these lads have been there, junior and senior race, and it's just great to see, isn't it?
Doesn't the horrible weather of practice week seem like many moons ago? Now with
yeah,
you got factor 50 on there.
No, it's factor 15 I normally use.
Get a nice bronze
I obviously have
top.
to get back to my stylist. I use Dimitri's at Peel. I have Brian Cole as
There you
my
go.
stylist.
Got a bit of promo. He's got his sponsor on the top of your helmet.
I normally ride it on the head, actually.
Well,
No.
Chris, as we pan round to see the senior winner, Matt Stevenson, is not a happier man here. Maybe even the second place man. He's just as happy. They're best of mates.
They're all three of them,
It's
aren't they?
just so great to see.
Culmination of a fantastic. The last 2 days have been fantastic racing.
Well, Chris, let's share our final thoughts. Obviously, all our thoughts with those that have not been fortunate enough to finish at the flag and with the families, but we have been treated to, like we say, we can't stress enough, some of the most incredible racing. We've got to thank here all the people involved with this live stream, but most importantly, it's proper schmaltzy, but obviously you at home for watching, because without you we couldn't do this.
Right.
We've got all our cameramen around the course. We've got Andrew Willoughby, Nigel, Wilfie, Finlow, Ned Bowers, can't forget Ned. We've got Rory and Sarah back in the van, along with Dieter and, I'm sorry, I'm going on here,
No.
along with Dieter and Luke, who was on holiday. Yeah, thanks for that, Luke. And then we've got Ben behind the camera here.
Nick Jeffries, last few days.
Yourself.
Thank
It's
you
been
very
a
much.
pleasure. Thank you very
Been
much
great.
for that.
And Sam, obviously, you last year and this year, so you're getting the hang of it now, aren't you?
Just about.
Yeah.
I think I might have a pint tonight. Treat myself to actually might a glass of orange squash maybe.
Yeah, I might have a drink actually in the beer
Yeah,
tent.
I'll meet you there. Well, we've got bigger and better things lined up for next year already. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing our page, and we're going to come back bigger and better, and we'll leave you with that. Any parting comments?
I just hope this is getting to Madrid in the right volume this time. And any of my Australian friends watching, hi.
And thanks to all the marshals. Without them, we couldn't do this. So.
Oh, without a doubt, that's what makes the event run. If it wasn't for them, I mean, if I'm not doing this job, I'm marshalling. I know Nick Jeffries marshals. A lot of us riders when we're not racing. There's Colin Stockdale and his crew. I know they've been marshalling every single day. Colin's not been on the bike. They've been doing.
It's a proper sort of family event, isn't it?
It
So that's what the
definitely
Manx
is.
Grand Prix is about, and we'll see you all next year. So thanks very much.
Thank you.